The screen you're staring at right now. The video that just appeared in your feed. This exact moment. It's not random. You didn't find this video found you. And if you're watching this right now, there's a reason. Something in your life has shifted. Something has changed. Or maybe something needs to change, and deep down, you already know it. Hey everyone, welcome to PsychCore, where we dive deep into the hidden patterns of human psychology and the invisible forces that shape our lives. I'm here to talk about something most people never notice, a phenomenon so subtle yet so powerful that it governs some of the most important moments of your existence. Before we get started, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the content we create here has a strange way of showing up exactly when people need it most. Trust me, you'll want to be part of this community. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever experienced a moment where the perfect song came on the radio right when you needed to hear those exact words? Or you ran into an old friend just when you were thinking about them? Or you stumbled across a book, an article, a video that seemed to speak directly to your situation, almost as if the universe knew what you were going through? Most people call this coincidence. Some call it synchronicity. But what if I told you there's actual psychology behind why certain things find us at exactly the right time? Let's start with something called the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, also known as frequency illusion. This is when you learn about something new, and suddenly you start seeing it everywhere. You buy a red car, and now every third car on the road seems to be red. You learn a new word, and suddenly everyone's using it. But here's the thing. Those red cars were always there. That word was always being used. What changed wasn't the world around you. What changed was your attention. Your brain started filtering reality differently. Your mind is not showing you reality as it is. It's showing you reality as you are. Think about that for a second. Right now, your brain is processing millions of bits of information every single second. The feeling of your clothes against your skin, the hum of electricity in the walls, the distant sounds outside your window. But you weren't aware of any of those things until I just mentioned them, were you? Your brain filters out almost everything and only shows you what it thinks is relevant to your current needs, goals, and emotional state. This is why this video found you right now. Not because YouTube's algorithm is magic, though it's pretty sophisticated, but because your brain has been primed. You've been asking questions, conscious or unconscious. You've been feeling something. A restlessness, maybe? A sense that something needs to shift. A hunger for understanding. And your reticular activating system, that's the part of your brain that decides what gets through the filter and what doesn't. It's been working overtime, trying to help you find answers. Let me tell you about a study done by psychologist Carl Jung. He talked about synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. Jung believed these weren't actually coincidences at all, but rather moments when our inner world aligns with our outer world. When we're ready to receive a message, the message appears. Not because the universe is mystical, though maybe it is, but because we finally tuned our attention to the right frequency. Here's where it gets really interesting. There's a concept in psychology called the preparedness principle. It suggests that we're biologically wired to notice certain things when we're in certain states. When you're afraid, you notice threats everywhere. When you're in love, you notice romantic gestures everywhere. When you're searching for meaning, you notice meaning everywhere. Your emotional state literally changes what you perceive as real. So when you're going through a difficult transition, when you're questioning your path, when you're feeling lost or stuck or like you're on the edge of something big, your brain goes into search mode. It starts scanning your environment for anything that might help. A conversation overheard in a coffee shop, a line in a movie, a thumbnail on YouTube that says something you needed to hear. This isn't magic. This is your survival system doing exactly what it evolved to do, helping you adapt. But there's another layer to this, something called confirmation bias mixed with emotional resonance. When you're in a particular emotional state, you don't just notice things that match that state. You interpret everything through that lens. Two people can watch the exact same video. One person thinks it's life-changing. Another person thinks it's just okay. Same video, different people, different needs, different timing. The video that changes your life is the one that arrives when you're ready to be changed. This is why people often say things like, "I wish I'd watched this 5 years ago." But here's the truth. If you had watched it 5 years ago, it wouldn't have meant the same thing. You weren't ready. You hadn't lived through what you needed to live through. You hadn't asked the questions that needed to be asked. The video would have been just noise, but now, right now, it's a signal. Crystal clear. Think about the last time you went back and reread a book you loved as a teenager. It hits different now, doesn't it? Same words, same pages, but you've changed. Your context has changed. Your needs have changed. So the meaning changes. This is the power of timing in learning and growth. Information isn't just information. It's information plus context plus readiness. That's the formula for transformation. And here's something most people don't realize. You're not just passively waiting for the right information to find you. You're actively creating the conditions for it to appear. Every question you ask, even the ones you don't speak out loud, sends ripples through your behavior. You start clicking different things. You start having different conversations. You start paying attention to different aspects of your environment. And slowly, piece by piece, the answers start assembling themselves. There's a beautiful concept in Eastern philosophy called Wu Wei, which roughly translates to effortless action or going with the flow. It's the idea that sometimes the best thing you can do is stop forcing and start allowing. Stop searching so hard and start noticing what's already there. This video appearing in your feed right now might feel random, but I promise you, there's a chain of tiny decisions, barely conscious choices you made that led you here. A certain mood you were in, a particular thought you had, a specific word you searched last week that trained the algorithm to show you this. You are always creating your reality, even when it feels like reality is happening to you. And when you're in a state of need, when you're genuinely open and searching, you become magnetic to the information that can help you. This isn't spiritual bypassing or toxic positivity. This is practical psychology. When you're desperate for water, you notice every stream. When you're hungry for change, you notice every opportunity. So if you're watching this right now, and something in you resonates with what I'm saying, pay attention to that feeling. Don't dismiss it. Don't intellectualize it away. That resonance is information. It's your inner compass telling you that you're on the right track. Something in your life is ready to shift. Maybe it's a belief you've been holding that no longer serves you. Maybe it's a pattern you've been repeating that needs to break. Maybe it's a decision you've been avoiding that needs to be made. The fact that you're here, right now, watching this video, it means you're in a window of opportunity, a window of readiness. And these windows don't stay open forever. Life has a rhythm. There are moments when we're open to change and moments when we're closed. Moments when we're seeking and moments when we're settled. You're in a seeking moment right now. Use it. This is your reminder that you have more agency than you think. You have more wisdom than you realize. And the answers you're looking for, they're closer than you imagine. Sometimes they're in a video like this. Sometimes they're in a conversation you'll have tomorrow. Sometimes they're in a moment of silence when you finally stop and listen to yourself. But they're coming. They're already on their way. Because you've sent out the signal. And the universe, or your brain, or whatever you want to call it, is responding. So here's what I want you to do. After you finish watching this video, take 60 seconds. Just 60 seconds. Sit with yourself. Ask yourself what you really needed to hear today. And listen. Really listen. The answer might surprise you. It might be simpler than you expected, or deeper, or completely different from what you thought you needed, but it'll be true. And that truth is your next step. Thank you so much for watching this video on PsychCore. If this resonated with you, if you feel like this video found you at exactly the right time, leave a comment below and let me know what's going on in your life right now. Share your story. Your comment might be exactly what someone else needs to read. That's how this works. We're all mirrors for each other. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon, because we're building something special here. A community of people who are willing to look deeper, think harder, and grow bigger. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, trust the timing of your life. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should.